Hello and greetings everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am Lady Calamere. I am doing my 82nd video and it will be on the Hindu god Shani. Shani. He's one of the Navagrahas, which are the 9 planets. And I see sometimes outside of India or Hinduism, he's not as well known as the other gods, but he's well known among the Hindus. He may not be one of the most loved gods, but there is worship of him. And I think some of them do it more out of fear or more out of, to get away, to, to make his bad effects go away. Now, Shani does have a bad reputation, and he is misunderstood, especially those who do not know about him. Shani is Saturn. Shani is the planet Saturn. And sometimes he's literally called the devil. Some people just refer to him as the devil, that he's just nasty and mean and unfair and a hard pill to swallow. So yes, he can be all that, but that's not the whole and total truth. So Shani, is the god of justice among the living. And he's a harsh judge. He can be very harsh and very stern. And Yama is the god who judges the dead when one passes away. So Shani is the judge in life, as Yama is the judge of death. So there's also a lot of misrepresentation when someone goes through Sati. Oh my God. And this is a time when Saturn returns to the position when you were born, every 29.5 years. And Sati, it lasts up to 7.5 years. Oh my God. We got the wrecking crew here. The Joker and Loki Lofison. That's the Joker right there with the red collar. So, oh geez, come on guys, I'm gonna put you in the room. Look, got a toy. Go get it. He wants to be on camera. So, he is the god of Saturn. And as I was talking about Sadasati, is that the effects can last for 7.5 years. Now, your Shani return, your Saturn return, be every 29.5 years. He takes 2.5 years in each, oh my God, in each sign, astrological sign. So there are 12 signs. So 2.5 years. So this is a time when things can get haywire. As they say, your second Saturn or your third Saturn. Oh my God. Returns. I gotta pick something up. Stop. And this is a time that any of the bullshit you have pulled will go against you. I mean, there are remedies for it, remedies. However, this is a time when he can reward or punish you. And basically it can last continuously for 7.5 years, or it will happen for 3 times in that 7.5 years. Now, he has promised to never affect anyone until after the 16th birthday. I mean, he can still fuck you up. And he can still punish you, but he will never punish anyone below the age of 16. So his day is, of course, Saturday. His planetary powers are Saturn. His stone is sapphire, blue sapphire. Notice I said blue sapphire. Yes, there are other colors of sapphire. And any black stone can be used for him, but his favorite stone is sapphire. His metal is lead. He is airy. His element, main element, is air. So his place of worship is facing west. So, and also the best time to worship is at night, when it's dark out, when the sun has set. He is the son of Surya, the god of the sun, and his surrogate wife, Shaya, which means shadow. His skin color is very dark to black. His colors are blue and black. Blue and black. His animals that he is seen riding or that he's associated with is a crow. Also, he's also seen to ride a vulture. And there are other statues that show him riding a black buffalo bull, a male buffalo that is black. He is either seen riding directly on top of the crow or a chariot pulled by crows. So one of his main things that he loves is til oil, which is mustard oil, black mustard seeds, as well as black sesame seeds. So people will take mustard oil and cover his statue. They're eating out of the sink again. Oh my God. Okay. So, also, he represents all black animals, especially not only crows and vultures and black buffalo bull, but also black dogs. And in fact, it pleases Shani if you feed dogs and take care of dogs, especially black dogs. To anger Shani is to abuse anyone, but also to abuse a black dog. Bad mojo right there. Bad mojo. Now, one of the things is that he is the god of the evil eye. It is said, you do not, you know how you tell Kylie, turn your kind eyes toward me, or Shiva, look kindly upon me. You do not want Shani to look at you at all. For him to look at you is a curse. And the longer he stares at you, the longer you get fucked. In fact, he could just stare at you until you dissipate. So you may want him to turn a kind ear towards you, but never an eye. In fact, he is the lord of the evil eye. And you can use him if someone has really wronged you or wronged someone. You can ask Shani, look, this is what this person did. Okay, this person abused my kid. This person beat up my brother. This person robbed my store. Oh, Shani, turn your eyes upon this person until they've learned their lesson. So yeah, and he is also a death bringer. A death bringer. He deals with causing death. So Shani, yes, he is a hard pill to swallow, but a pill that you must swallow. He can give good things, but can also give you a pile of shit and the evil eye on top of that. So it is also said that when people worship him, it's best not to just constantly stare in his eyes. The only deities that he cannot affect, that Shani's power does not affect, is Hanuman and Ganesha. Any other deity he can cast an eye at. He can use his powers against, even against Shiva. So, yeah, I know it's gonna, but there are stories about this, so. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna have to lock some kittens up. I can't get up because this one's gonna break my stuff. I just got a box of toys. I'll just distract them, I guess. This Lady Boss is here. Loki, no. You're gonna break everything. Being an ant, no. So, Shani's is a slow-moving god. He's also has a disability with his leg where he's crippled in one leg. There are different stories for that, but he's a slow-moving god. Now, Shani has different mantras and they are used for different reasons. Shani can even give you a higher position in a job. Oh my God. No! Sorry. He can help you with a career. He can help you get rid of health problems. He can help you get rid of money problems. He can remove curses and he can remove bad spirits. He has a bija mantra. So there's different bija mantras and different mantras that you can do for him. So how do you know if Shani is pissed at you? There are several ways you can tell. And one of them is if you're having cracks in the wall and in the foundation, and if you, no matter if you repair them and they keep coming back, and when in astrology it is said that Shani's pissed at you in Hindu astrology. So if you know anything about that, and that it causes arguments and fights within the family and problems. Another way that you can tell where Shani's angry at you is if a peepal tree grows right next to your house, right against the wall, and then when you remove it and it keeps coming back, you know you have a problem. black or red ants in your home. So red ants really suck. They bite and sting. But, you know, if you keep getting them, it could be a sign that Shani's angry at you. It could be one of the signs. Stop it. Loki, Joker, stop it. So those are just some of the signs to look after. Also, they're driving me nuts. I should have locked them up. So if you have cracks in the foundation, Peepal tree keeps growing, ants keep coming no matter what you're doing. No. Just trying to remember what else. So those are signs that you need to start fixing what you're doing. What did you do wrong? Or start doing things that would please him. So some of the things are pleasing him is definitely finding a mantra and doing it. Also, worshiping Hanuman. It says that he will not punish or not affect people as badly, or not at all, if they worship Hanuman and do Hanuman Chalisa, especially on a Saturday, on Shani's day. Also, another way is offering him black sesame seed and mustard oil, but also taking care of or helping disabled people, people with physical disabilities. Feeding black dogs or taking a black dog in your home. Feeding dogs, but generally, especially black dogs. Donating black and blue clothing on Saturday. Any black or blue foods, donating that to the poor and needy, including mustard oil, which is called teal oil, and black sesame seeds. So another way to also appease Shani is to worship Hanuman right before him or right around him, and also to worship Shiva. Another one is sometimes during Saturday is to adhere to a vegetarian diet on that day, that you're not going to cause any harm. I mean, of course, vegetables and plants are living things, but you know, you're not killing like a lamb or chicken, causing pain in that way. Also, another way to appease him is to work hard. At this time, if you feel, especially if you're hitting your 29th, every 29.5 years, is to now organize your life. Get rid of things you don't need, or donate the things that you don't need that are just laying around, to start doing a routine, to have some order in your life, and to really dedicate yourself to something. I mean, volunteer if that means anything to you, or do a little bit extra work, maybe do a little overtime, because he is a God of hard work. He is a God of diligent, hard work, a God of dedication, a God of a place for everything and everything in its place, a God of doing things in an orderly way, because Otherwise, he can bring chaos, total fucking chaos in your life. He can just blow everything the fuck up. You know, everything could be, you know, smooth sailing, clear skies, smooth sailing. Well, here comes a tidal wave, motherfucker. Enjoy. You know? So, another thing is doing something kind. Even if you feel like you're a really angry person, a really angry mood, or really depressed, a little kindness. You know what I mean? Maybe appreciate a veteran. Maybe appreciate someone who's in the military, or who's a fireman or a police officer or something. Say, I appreciate the job you do, or you're a paramedic. You do a good job because you save lives. I really appreciate it. I mean, you guys put in, you know, you put in a lot of hours, and you probably have to deal with a lot of unappreciated people. Just know that I appreciate the work you do. You know, be a little bit kind. Maybe buy them a coffee or something. So, and also on Saturdays, to appease him, is also wear black or blue clothing. So for goth people, and that's no problem there. And so also, especially going through Sati. So yes, it could be Shani Sati, could be a very hard time, but it can also be a time of realization. Self-realization and going within is a good time at this point, because that pleases Shani. Know who you are. Know what to do. So even if you don't feel like doing the right thing, do the right thing. I'm not saying, you know, someone deserves to be punched in the nose. I mean, okay, Shani is a god of what we would say punishments and rewards, karmic god. He's a god of, he's the judge, jury, and executioner. But he can also be an advocate. He's not always lenient, but he can do things where, okay, you did such and such and such, time served. Or you did such and such and such, you paid it back, cool. You know? He can also read your thoughts. So sometimes when you're constantly thinking negative shit's gonna come to you. It's sort of like the law of, he's also a god of law of attraction. So it's a time for purification. So asking Shani to forgive you. What can I do so that my life is not going to be fucked up? You know? So yeah, even though he can fuck you up, he's also, I mean, it sounds a little bit contradictory, but he can also be used to curse. But not because you're just angry at someone. What the fuck did they do? Maybe they cursed someone and you're angry at them, so you get them back. Maybe they beat up... Stop! No! I'm going to have to take this down because of you. Stop it. Maybe they beat up an animal. Maybe they beat up an old person. You know what I mean? Maybe they cheated on you. So you want to give them their just desserts. Oh my God, they're not going to stop. I'll be right back. This has got to stop. Apparently I can't have that pentagram up there anymore, can I? Stop it. I'll be right back, guys. You're a bad boy. Sorry about that. but low-key, it's being a little bit too much. So, other things that you can offer, anything that's black or blue, Shani will accept. So, any like dark chocolate, blueberries, black grapes, anything in the blue and black spectrum he likes. So, other things about him, Shani is very masculine energy. Saturn is a very masculine energy. He rules the sign of Aquarius and Capricorn. But here's the thing, even though he rules Aquarius and Capricorn, he also seems to be more, it says that he seems to be more beneficial to like those who are Libras and Taurus. So some of his other names, he has like name like Shani Deva, Shani Dev. He's also known as Shani Bhagavan, Sun Niswara, Ravinadana. He is, oh my God, why are you biting me? So he has, there's different stories of why his leg is broken. One story is when he was very, very young, him and his brother, Yama, the god of death, got into a fight, and Yama busted his leg beyond repair, where he limps when he walks. Another story was when Ravana kidnapped the Navagraha, all the 9 planets. He busted the leg of Shani. And he was later rescued by Hanuman. And Hanuman, you know, they had a talk, and with Hanuman, he says, I will never hurt you, Hanuman. I will never curse you. And he says, can you please also do that for my devotees? So it says that if you worship Hanuman, please Hanuman, you also please Shani. And Hanuman threw him up into the sky. And another how he got his leg broken is another story. Chaya is a very devoted to Shiva, and she feeds Shiva first, and she was preparing a meal for Shiva, and Shani says, I'm very hungry, and she said, just after I feed Shiva, I will feed you. Shani said, no, I want to eat now. And she says, please, just let me feed Shiva, and I will feed you. And Shani got angry, and he kicked his mother. And it was such a bad offense that the leg he kicked his mother with, the goddess Shaya, his leg went limp. And he became disabled. So that's what Shani represents, the disabled, those with disabilities. So those, you know, whether it be in the hand or the arm or the leg, or they can't see, or they're mute, or they're deaf, those with disabilities can also fall under the protection of Shani. So that's why I say to please Shani is help those with disabilities. So he can be very harmful to those who are backstabbers, those who betray people, those who are arrogant, futile, or seeking revenge, where it should not have been sought in the first place. So Shani is considered to be one of the greatest troublemaker. He is the harshest of all the 9 planets. That's where he gets he gets to be called the devil. But he can also be the greatest boon granter. And here we have him very more pleasant, where here is his hand right here giving a blessing. And here is his hand giving the wish granting. This is where he's giving the boons at. So he's answering your prayers. So again, here are some, he's also, so some of his other names, sorry, I got distracted, is, he is also Shani Bhagavan, Shani Deva, Ravindana. He is called Pangu, Mandu, Sora, Kuradris, Asita, Saniswara, Saptarshi. He's also called Chayaputra, which means the child of Chaya, which means shadow. Why is he black? Okay. And he had a problem with his father. Okay. So Chaya, who is a surrogate wife of, and I'll get, if you looked at my my presentation on Surya, you'll know about that. Okay, so Chaya was told to take care of Surya and her children, unbeknownst to Shani. I mean, not unbeknownst to Surya, sorry. And Sanjana just couldn't take Surya's heat anymore, so she made a replica of herself, a clone, basically, and in which she goes to bed with Surya. Chaya becomes pregnant. Now, it just so happened that while she was pregnant with Shani, she became so in love with Shiva. But she loved her husband too. But she became so in love with Shiva that she would not take any shade. She would sit all day in the sun and refuse food. But she was pregnant. Now, Shiva heard this and knew of her devotion. He blesses Chaya, but also blessed the child growing within her, Shani, with great powers. Now, Chaya gives birth to Shani, and as he was born, the sun, when the sun went to see his son, Surya went into eclipse, which was bad omen, bad luck. Surya saw his son Shani, and he became angry and dark. He just this anger, his attitude towards Shani. And he called Chaya anything under the sun. A whore, that she's disloyal, she cheated on him. And he became so verbally abusive that Shani wasn't taking this anymore. He cursed Surya to be charred black like his skin, because Surya did not believe that Shani was his son because Shani was black, where Surya is not black. Chaya means shadow, but it's as if he thought that he cheated on her. Now Surya is now black, is charred, and Surya's like, oh my God. So he goes to Shiva, and Shiva told him that Shani is your son. Why is he black then, Shiva? Well, Shiva's explained about her devotion and about how she sat in the sun and how she refused her food, and how Shiva came and blessed the goddess Chaya. And that his powers went into Shani and he became black. So of course Surya repented for what he did to Chaya and Shani, and that Shiva removed the charred color from Surya. So Surya asked Shani and Shiva that Shiva would be the guru of Shani, and which Shiva does, and they both accept. And Shiva gives him more powers, and in which a boon was granted to Shani, and he tried to actually use his powers even against Shiva. So that's one of the stories about Shani. Now, Shani is said to have had 2 wives, which is Neela, the goddess Neela. She's also known as Nilima, which is his first wife. Now his second wife becomes Damini, also known as Manda, is his second wife. And one of his wives was very angry at him because he would not look upon her, because so there was also where one wife wanted to really kill him. Oh my God. I have a Joker behind me and he's just like, he's just laying down. Oh, calm down. Calm down, boy. So Neela curses him, and she got one of the stories of why he has the cursing eye is that anyone you look at is gonna be destroyed. So anyways, the god Saturn, Shani, has the power to obstruct. Here are some of the powers he does. Curse, to take your wealth, to take your position, to take everything off you. Destroy, depress, kill, just make you sick, cause fights in the home, fuck up your home, because again Saturn deals with the house and he can mess that up. He could just do just about any fucked up thing you can think of. Mental illness, depression, loss of sleep, anxiety, affliction of the body. He can cause disabilities and paralysis, just about anything. But he can also bless. He can also help you grow to an old age, have longevity. He also teaches discipline. He teaches how to be orderly. He can help you with money. He can help you take responsibilities for what you need to take responsibilities for. He's a god of justice. So he can help you with, he could cause addictions or to heal addictions, and to heal that feelings of isolation and loneliness, to help you, deal with your depression or mental illnesses. Now, The sacred mantra Shani describes Lord Shani as a blue mountain, a blue mountain. So Shani he carries a bow, an arrow. He sometimes shown carry the trident, as you see here. He carries he sometimes carries a sword. He can also be shown as giving blessings and a boon, and also the fear not. And here we have a lovely one right here. He also carries a spear. Oh, this lovely card, Saturn. This is not Shani per se, but it is, well, it's Saturn, so I put that there. It's from the Barberi Zodiac Oracle by Barbara Moore, artwork by Paolo Barberi. You can get this on eBay, Amazon, or your local New Age or cult store. So the devotees is believed that chanting his mantra and giving offerings, especially on Saturday, helps relieve things of Saturn and derive and get the grace of Lord Shani. So it's also believed that Lord Shani does not trouble so much the devotees of Lord Hanuman, which is the monkey god over there, as I put Shiva and the monkey god there. So that worshipping Hanuman, like I said on Saturday, should help alleviate some of the problems of Shani. So other things about Shani is that the word Saturday is Shanai. How would I put it? I know how to spell it. Is Shanaiskar, which literally means and Shani literally means one who Saturday, and one who also, like Manda, one of his names is to be slow or dull, and as like Pangu means disabled. He's also called Saptarchi, I forgot about that, the seven-eyed one. Asita or Asit means dark complexion. So he's also, like I said, did I say Kur Dristi, which means cruel-eyed, which is also Lokan, cruel-eyed or the evil eye. So he's the Maluccio. So Shani, some people of the devotees believe that Shani is actually, okay, so Shani is a devotee of Lord Krishna, and he was known to be immersed in the thoughts of Krishna. So when Lord Krishna was born, all the gods visit his birthplace, which, you know, not going. But Krishna's mother did not allow Shani to enter the house, as she believed that Shani's gaze would curse her child. So Shani was real sad. This is not sorry. So he he just started sulking in the woods and would nearby to meditate and do penance and ask for blessings, in which finally the Lord Krishna appeared to him in front of Shani and asked him to be the reasons behind his penance. And Shani told him, I'm sick of it. People hate me. People perceive me as always being cruel and shitty, when I'm just doing my duty. I'm meting out justice. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is my duty. He told him not. He told him that he would not look upon Krishna. He says, if I look upon you, I will curse you. But Lord Krishna gave Shani the boon that people worshiping him will be freed. People who worship you, Shani, people who worship you will be freed of troubles. And Krishna says, please stay in my birthplace. Please stay there. So later, he got that boon by Krishna. It's also, some people say that it's Krishna says, well, I was once Shani, or that Shani is an aspect of Vishnu. So, but Shani and Lord Hanuman are friends. They have a special relationship. Hanuman was the one that reason why he was freed from the imprisonment of Ravana, that mighty king of Sri Lanka. He was the 10-headed demon, Ravana, that kidnapped Sita, and which caused Rama to free Sita. So that whole thing between Rama against Ravana. But anyways, when he was freed by Hanuman, Shani promised Hanuman that he would lessen his negative influence on anyone who prayed to him. He also, because at first he said, I would never curse you, Hanuman, but then Hanuman said, can you do the same thing for my people? So, like I said, one of his wives cursed him. And one of the reasons, there's different reasons, but one of the reasons because that he would not look at her, or that there's another reason that Shani cursed, because he's always thinking about Krishna so much that you can't even glance at me, that you will now always have to look downward. If you look directly at someone or something, it will be ruined or cursed. And this is the aspect where she is one his wives is Sanya. But Shani was able to finally calm her down and please her. She kind of repented her curse, but she was a pious woman and the curse could not really be undone. So Shani looks downward. So we also have like a story with Shani and Ganesha, and that when Ganesha was born, Lord Parvati, the goddess, and Shiva was so proud of his son, they invited all the gods in heavens to come and bless him. But when Shani came to Mount Kailash, their abode, he kept his gaze lowered and would not look at Ganesha. So Parvati insisted that Shani look at her son to bless him. He explained that he had been cursed by his wife, that everything he looks at lady, my goddess, I will end up destroying. So finally, when Shani looked at Ganesha from the corner of his half-opened eyes, Ganesha's head kind of like got destroyed. That's one of the reasons. Well, that's another story we'll get into. But when I talk about Ganesha, but seeing this, Parvati fainted, and worried Shiva went off in search of the head of Ganesha. But you know, that's like a story unto itself, because the main story is how Shiva took the head off Ganesha. And his name was actually Lombard, not Ganesha. And he became Ganesha. But anyways, Shani can no longer affect Ganesha. But that's not like a big accepted story for the most part. But it says that, yeah, I just thought I would tell you that. Oh, she'd be like, hey, what's going on? So, as far as his metal, lead, be very careful with handling it. You shouldn't be breathing it in. You should wash your hands after handling it. In fact, don't handle raw lead. I would say use gloves when handling raw lead. Now you can also use graphite pencil to draw out different things for Shani. So that's an idea. So we see that Shani is the fruits of our labor. We reap what we sow. We reap what we sow. They say sometimes may not be in this life, but may be in next life. But he'll get you. Wow, I've been 52 minutes of this, but some of it has been like with the kitty cats. Stop it. So one of his mantras is Om Pram Prim Pra Sa Shanayashara Namaha. Om Pram Prim Pram Sa Shanayashraya Namaha, which is a bija mantra, the different bija sounds. And there are other like mantras that you can say to him and worshiping him. So Shani can help you like bring back a lost lover, or to help with so many things. But remember, he can also take it away. Especially if he feels that you deserve it. So, I mean, you have a Shani Gayatri Mantra, and the Shani Gayatri Mantra is going to give you courage, strength, and the resolve to do good in life, in your life and in others. And it will help keep you motivated and to keep the faith in things. So there's also Just trying to think. There's also that you can do the Ekashari mantra, and the Ekashari mantra is makes it easier for you to attract wealth and prosperity into your life. So, what else can I talk about, Shani? So, Shani, like I said, you can use him to clear up the depths that you owe, or to help you to figure out how to clear it up. But like I said, he can be a great friend or a great enemy. Shani is not one to laugh much. He doesn't laugh. He's very serious. He has a very serious job to do. But he's not one to be full of laughter and comedy. He's not one of these laugh out loud or, you know, a feel good God. Shani can deal very oppressive. But he can also remove the weight of the world from your shoulders. There is also a great big rock, a black rock, a natural rock, and it's at the temple, one of the temple of Shani. And it's worshipped as, it's seen as the most benign form of Shani. So people there worship there. And in fact, in one of the main temples there, they have very low crime rate. It's said that Shani protects the town. Tamil Nadu, but there's a place that actually the stores and even the banks have doorways but no doors, and most places don't even have locks. They say that Shani will curse those who like steal. Like there's stories about people. You know, there was a robbery in 2010. It was said that the person vomited up blood. So yeah, it says that Shani will protect. And how this rock was there was sheep herders, and he stuck a stick into the rock, like right in the ground, and it started bleeding. And later that night, he had a dream about Shani, and that he was to erect the rock, and that if you perform worship, the good things will happen, and that he will protect the town, in which he did, and more people worship there. So, and it was considered like a miracle. Like people saw like the blood coming out of the ground, and they were amazed by this. And that rock was there. It's like, if you look it up, the Shani Black Rock. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you like this video, please subscribe so you never miss a video. And I'm sure my cats gave you a good laugh, especially Joker and Loki. And in honor of Shani, when I say about black dog, please think about taking in a pit bull, black Labrador, or black Retriever, because those are the 3 dogs that get put down the most, especially pit bulls. They're not even allowed in Miami unless they are a what is it called? Unless, you know, they're meant for like, oh God, why is my mind drawing a blank? I feel stupid now. It's for dogs for people with special needs. Also, think about donating to charities that help dogs. So unless you have a license that says that it's for your emotional support or physical support, if you have a full breed pit bull, they can take it off you, fine you, and put the dog down. They're not allowed in Miami-Dade County. Now, another thing that you can do, since I don't have a Patreon account, is think about donating to Chant Central, CHANT Central. Look them up on YouTube. Great videos. They have a Patreon account, so what you would have given to me, give to them. Look up their videos. They do phenomenal work. I mean, you can find chants on Chinnamasta, Kali, Narasimha, Narasimi. So, and they do great animation, and the music is great. You can even listen to it on your Google Dot or your, I don't want to say it out loud, Alexa, because that's the wake word, and it will literally start responding. But you can ask to play Chant Central, and it will. So again, also feed a homeless dog, take in a black dog, donate to black dog. Also feeding crows. Feeding crows and ravens. Forgot about this. Feeding crows and ravens is also another way to please Shani. So feed them, you know, get some special bird seeds. You can go to the store and get some bird seeds or get some food that crows and ravens like. You could do it in the name of Shani. That's another way to please Shani, to get him off your back. Feeding crows and ravens. I almost forgot. The cats threw me off my game. I know, and I do not have a script. I don't write down notes. These are all the things that I know about Shani. There's so much more to learn that I really don't feel I have time to do, because I have work to do around this home and it's already late. But I do want to thank you, and I appreciate all those who watch my video and who subscribed to me in the past, or all the kind comments I have received. So thank you very much, and as always, blessed be, and may Shani never gaze upon you. May Shani bless you instead. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, blessed, or night, blessed be.